context, it's hard to say this, but you need to make it dummy-proof, right?
No, it's true. Yeah.
So you need to make it dummy-proof. So how do you do that? And of course, your answer is still a smartphone or Apple Watch or something like that. So it's still technical. So at that point, it's like, seriously, the real truth is it's about like their kids telling them to do it, or if they have enough money, they can hire it. But it's tech. So why this tech, and why is it?
Because it's a way. When I first proposed this,
did you guys sign up for a mentor slot?
Yeah.
Oh, you are a mentor. Yeah. They sign up for another one.
Awesome.
But they're going to fill up very quickly. So if you guys.
You signed up. Okay.
Did you already sign up for both of them?
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, your friend
Thank
told me I
you.
was a secret mentor, so I didn't introduce myself. It says, run off.
Okay, you're taking up our time.
So I said,
Bye-bye.
Sure.
Sorry.
My wife said the baby's still asleep, so.
What was I going to say? Cranial flatulation.
So I would say that then it's like, well, what is this thing and why is it going to work? Right. 90 seconds. So you burn your first 20 seconds, 30 seconds, give me the big picture. 15 seconds, then it's like it's this thing.
Right. The reason I did the IoT was because at first my target population was homeless, or not homeless, but shut-ins and indigents. Yeah. And Obama has the cell phone for everyone plan. So that's why it came about this way. And then they opened up a whole new world that I was like, well, okay. So, yeah.
Now, I don't know what the actual solution is, but okay, phones beep, reminders, hell, you can even send a phone call.
Yeah.
The assistant could send an SMS message.
That's we were thinking about Twilio integrating.
Is it some app that makes custom alarms and flashes like it's a bomb or something until
it should be,
like it's an alarm clock? Or how do you get these guys to actually take the pill?
Right. So the way that we had looked at it was the alarm, an annoying alarm that would a sleeper, snooze alarm.
So let's say they watch the Golden Girls. So that's the main thing. Scheduling is that it's important. It's not like you can just write in the schedule everything.
It's like Pavlov's dog. Ding.
The way they do every day. Let's say they watch this show every single
Wapner.
day. You put it associated together, so you're like, okay, it's time to watch a show. People comes off, and then however the reminder is working on that. Then it's associated with that, so that also becomes a habit.
Yeah.
I watch this, I take a pill.
I think that's a great design technique. Yes, and I also think that maybe in a way taking it to having the reminder be outside of a system that they need to self-manage in a way is good. So if the old school phone rings on the wall,
which is
in Florida, actually phone rings and someone calls them and says I don't know if it's a machine. Hey, take the pill, but
there's an API that I integrated into something I've done.
Something like that takes all this configuration setup, management, mumbo jumbo, of an app
out of our hand. I mean, makes it easier.
It makes it more dummy-proof, right?
Yeah.
And I think people respond to things that they may not have that to take care of their own system, so all they have to do is get the trigger and then do the thing, and then they have to report that they did it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? When I worked at T-Mobile, we actually had a connected pill bottle idea that was we were putting cell phone radios and things that were phones. So one of them was putting a cell phone radio in a pill bottle, and it's connected with sensors that the ground would wear, so we could track our activity.
That's awesome for Alzheimer's and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and we would track those patterns, and then
because we have the idea for the barcode scanner that scans the actual pill bottle and then tells them from text to speech. This is what the medication is. This is, but that's outside of the scope of what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, but it's really about building a habit.
Right.
So you are building a habit.
Ding.
So it's how do you build a habit? So one association with something else, but then the dummy-proof meets a habit equals maybe regular schedule, yes, but don't make them manage that schedule. I'm kind of brainstorming real time.
No, yeah.
But from a pitch standpoint, is there a prize, I guess?
Yeah, there's a good prize.
Why?
I mean, the way to really get a prize, of course, is this is such BS. But it's and we've already got 10,000 users in the works.
I have this. I have San Francisco.
So make me a bigger.
I have the health department of San Francisco that wants to look at the.
Yeah, it's such crap, right?
I
don't need your help. I'm just here to get more.
She has something.
I have the health department of San Francisco that's interested.
That's great. Say that. right? Say that we are in negotiations to do a pilot of whatever.
They came to another hackathon, but I ended up doing a different app.
Look at the winner, right? It's like, unfortunately, it's like people want to continue to back people who are already.
I'm a UX student, so a total UX student. So I'm just happy to be learning. So this is awesome.
Unfortunately, with 90 seconds, I would pick one person, to go do it.
He's the guy who's built 2 startups, and so
sure. And then point out your experts, but like that you are an expert.
But yeah.
You're an expert, and I've done other. But anyway, so it's like, is that useful?
Yep. Yes. Yeah. See, it's perfect for me because I don't want to talk because I speak in the Great American Novel. We need someone who speaks like Yoda.
No, but you're the me, right? The subject matter expert. So when that happens.
It's right here
well,
too.
so maybe
Don't forget
when
him.
we get the 5 minutes, which we will get.
If they have any technical questions about the whole cognitive stuff, we can do it. But I would prefer if we had someone that had the acumen or the experience to do the 90-second pitch.
Is there some kind of novel, kind of like feature or experience or technique within? I mean, the generalities of building a habit, people would say, well, yeah, of course, building a habit. I read the habit book, whatever. But it's like, what did you figure out works? You know what I mean?
Yeah, the reason we talked about working with this population, it was like Rain Man. It's truly like Rain Man. Wapner, 4 o'clock, Wapner. They will not veer from their usual daily routine. So if you can integrate with that, there's no big wow.
Yeah, I mean,
the only wow thing I can think of is the neurolinguistics that are involved.
Natural language.
Yeah.
Neurolinguistic is like a pseudoscience.
Oh wait, that's NLP. Huh?
Yes. Yes. That's the other NLP that makes you sound ignorant.
I will say one thing. When you said like Watson, that kind of thing, it's like I don't know if that's. It seems like there's a little bit of a credibility gap there.
It's IBM Watson. It's
I know. Alex Trebek's there and the thing wins Jeopardy, but it's like.
Oh no! There's,
how are you getting access to that?
Because I have access through working with the Watson platform. It's not just Alex Trebek anymore. Okay. There's some very good work that's been going on with artificial intelligence and the ability to harness that.
Do you need it?
We don't.
I'm
far away from explaining tech so much.
Yeah. See, I'm coming from coding and.
Well, that could be fantastic, but it seems like a big stick for a small startup to be using, and then what did you invent if you're just using Watson? Right? So it might be something that's
when I asked about the API.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I just brainstormed, right? How this really works. Yeah. It's like we figured out the trick is reminders associated with something you're going to do, but if you just send the same alarm or notification thing on the phone, it doesn't work. So what ours does is first it notifies you on the phone, then it gives you a phone call. So it's a different modal. It's using a different modality.
Okay, all right.
And then third.
Oh, it's like the teaching someone,
Caregiver.
Yeah, and then third, if that doesn't work, the guy from
the hitman comes down.
Google Express, whatever, the Uber driver shows up and knocks on the door, and that way
we have them threatening to call their child.
Yeah, but it's just kind of but it's kind of like this modal switching, or like the phone call from your child, exactly. So at first it's this innocuous thing, like it's just an alarm, but the thing I think we all understand is like I'm sleeping and I hit snooze, and I'm just too tired, so it's like. The machine did what you programmed it to do, but you don't care, right?
And is this something that's also have research to that the variability of it makes it more likely that you're going to be interested in doing it? So.
Yeah, or you just switch it anyway. So it's like this time I wonder who's going to remind me of the pill.
Right.
The same telegram. The same telegram reminding me. Oh, it's so funny this thing. I'm so entertained. I love taking my pill because it's.
100 celebrities record phone calls.
That's a cute. That's actually a good. That's not a bad idea. That's what celebrity does make Robert Redford or
do it because
Frank Sinatra sings to you.
Well, and not knowing how it's going to
not knowing your grandkids.
Oh yeah, personalize it.
Yeah,
personalize it with the
prompted. So
and she gets to hear the voice.
Yeah, so the prompts themselves, they need to be authored or created on an ongoing basis. So the caretakers are always creating new prompts, and the grandma, whoever, is always
We're going, ooh, I wonder what it's going to be today.
Right, and so it's not
It's the
set
Easter egg,
yet,
yeah.
It's the maintain, and so they have an active interest because they need to keep creating. But I don't know. I'm just
No,
saying
those are great. That's great.
That would be an example of like we found something that works. Now, of course, you can test it because we just brainstormed. But like, if you could do that it would be ideal to have a novel technique that you've proven.
How do we validate this?
Well, you'd have to build it or fake it. And test it.
Right, but when we test it, like, do we do usability hub? Do we do a peak test?
We can figure out
Marianne
before.
was here. My friend Marianne, she's like a usability expert at Google, and I knew her from Adobe days.
Well, where is she?
She's over there. She's in the room.
I guess the question is for
I'm
today.
actually hiring her to do the test for my product, for my startup.
She's one of the mentors.
Oh, she one of the mentors. Well, then why that? I'm just kidding.
I guess the question is for today, if we could run a quick test on some mock-ups, like what would be a persuasive thing to say we tested X with Y group and they thought it was okay?
Sure, though I think for your application, the time scales are too hard.
Yeah.
It's like daily. I don't know. There's some medicines that are twice a day, maybe. But like,
Would me calling a couple of the nurses I know that deal with this population, and then some of the nurse practitioners that I know, and asking them, what do you think? Or what are your responses to?
I mean, I don't know. Like, what would actually be statistically relevant?
Yeah. See, how do we quantify it?
So, in terms of number, variation, and types of patients, and types of drugs, and types of administration, duration to see if a habit could be formed. I mean, I think the thing is, it's also one of those things where it's like, are you trying to get them to a place where they don't need the crutch anymore? Or are they okay with using the tool forever? And this is one of those things where I think probably for your business owner use forever.
Yeah, and it will probably typically be because it's nothing but a downhill slide, to be blunt.
And so I think on the back end, it's like, this is better than it's useful. It's useful and people stick with it forever. Okay? I think it's one of those things.
Yeah, because the big thing was trying. The big thing was the thing behind it is to keep them as independent as and at home for as long as possible and out of the nursing home.
But I think it's one of those things where if you're really trying to get in shape or something, you can sustain that energy for a while.
And then it peters out.
It peters out. You can't sustain it for some reason. So it's like the real test would be can you actually continue to do your trials long enough that like you realize it gets to they need the tool.
They become a
but
custom, and
it's
how do we
self-sustaining
keep?
in terms of continuing to use the tool?
How do we keep them coming back for more?
Because a lot of times it's like whenever I'm trying to do some kind of behavior change, it's like it's good for a while when it's rah-rah, and then like you get tired.
The novelty's gone.
And then the rest of life wears down on you. You've got the tool, but it's still not enough, and then it falls apart.
Yeah, and it's sad to say that even the threat of death, dying, is not enough for a lot of
But
people.
it's not, we are, part of our premise is, times of transition, right? There's this big risk immediately after discharging around new medications and still dealing with things. So I think even if we say, we think we can keep people engaged for 2 months.
Yeah, we're trying to get them past the 30 days because that's our way to market it to.
And it's also going to,
Big.
and then we can say, by then they probably will have the schedule down enough.
Yeah, and then you can layer on all kinds of tricks. Like let's say there's streaks, right? It's like, well, if she's done it for like 17 days straight, then she gets a badge. You can do all the stuff which I'm kind of skeptical about now.
Yeah, I don't like the.
My point is we don't have to argue that we figured out how to make an app people will keep using for the rest of their lives.
We're just our short-term goal is to make sure that they stay out of the hospital for 30 days.
Right.
Because that's how we can sell it to the big healthcare companies.
And also, you said forming a habit takes how long, right?
Because because otherwise they're not going to want to
we don't really know.
buy into it. That's just.
I get it. So it's okay. So in terms of it's a business to business thing, right? It's like save some money and you're selling to hospitals.
Right, but that's not.
Great.
That's not what our focus, but that's how we can get funded.
No, but the way we.
I agree. That's a great thing because it's real money. It's a real entity you can sell to.
Yeah.
It's a real problem solver with real dollars. And then so say problem number 1, they don't relapse. Problem number 2, they actually do it. Right. And number 3 is they don't stop doing it. Right. And then I think the technique is to get the people who care about them to do it. The variations
And if they have a caregiver that does it and they see that it's a load off of them, then the caregiver can buy into it. And when the organization stops funding it, maybe they only fund it for a certain amount.
Mentor slots just open next door.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Winston. You have helped clarify some stuff up so wonderfully.
Awesome.
Do we
That
go
was good.
there?
We haven't signed up for pitch mentor, but we just signed up for another. We got a free one. That's why I grabbed it.
No, that's fine. I think you can do a pitch,
Oh,
no
we do?
problem.
We have another time scheduled with a product. What is this we're doing right now? Product
Yeah.
mentor.
You basically
I would. You don't mind that we're going to throw you to the wolves as the pitch man, right?
This I think is.
I don't think anyone has a
Yeah,
problem
I
with that.
love that.
This is
Okay.
brilliant
Because
part.
that's novel. Because that's what keeps it novel. Because you know the whole thing's like
Yeah,
big
they're
thing.
not-
Like
Yes.
12 months is over.
Yeah.
This is our novel.
Grandkids,
Yeah.
grandkids, or whoever they really
Celebrities,
like.
whatever,
So
yeah.
grandparents and family.
Yeah, family members
recording messages.
do.
And so I would pick up the phone every day just because I want
And
to hear
Twilio,
who is it going to be.
Twilio lets you do that.
Stay away from tech because like that's
Well,
not,
we were talking about the APIs of how to make it sticky.
yeah. But that's like in the pitch you don't need to talk about that. It's only in
Yeah,
the
just
Q
say
and
we
A.
deliver them for
Okay.
customized reporting.
Yeah, and then the
Gotcha.
Q&A, if they go to Q&A, then they'd be like, well, how do you
Well,
see yourself
I just
building
believe
it?
that we're going to go to Q&A, so.
We're definitely.
Focus on this first.
Yep.
Yeah, so one question about how we're presenting it is, do we start by saying hospitals have this problem, we're going to develop this, or do we start by saying people have this problem, we're going to develop this, and then when we're ready to go bigger, we can sell it to hospitals because they have this problem?
$7 billion.
I think we talked about this 30-day not to have it part
The readmission?
of the
Readmission.
readmission piece.
Right, so we start by describing the hospital's
I'll get you all the
Because
information.
that causes dollar pain.
$7 billion is a really big number
Yes.
to catch people's
Yeah.
eye.
And so
That's
here's
a
how
huge-
we're going to help prevent the people from getting
Not only do we help save we need that way we save the economy
Okay, we have
$7 billion.
So should we go?
It's over there. So
Where are we going?
bring the notebook and let's go to that little room.
Oh, there to have a room.
And I did.
I'm going to take a picture of this.